Yo, what is up, fam? Yo, what is up, fam? Almost made a crucial mistake if you guys heard the echo for a few seconds, guys. My webcam automatically disconnects occasionally, so I had to mute the echo. Yeah, guys, I took a day off, guys. I'm back, but that's not what the video is about, guys. We got BTCs, man. I was gonna react to this yesterday, but I didn't. Now, I did watch 5 minutes of this video, guys. He has been banned, if you guys do not know. But I was like, yo, I don't want to watch this video no more. I want to react to it, so we're gonna react to it, guys. Let's see what I gotta say. Okay. Jax's corrupt anti-cheat team bans me 1 trillion GP. So the richest player gets banned, guys. And they ban, I think he's dating Gray. I'm not 100% sure, but he did put most of the money on Gray's accounts. But let's just talk about it, guys. I mean, we'll just watch the video and react to it, guys. I wanna. It's.
Bro, what the fuck? Like that. This is what I mean, bro. These kids come and trade. Like they just look like they're gonna go sell the gold. All right, guys. I'll just give it to him. Am I gonna? Yo, you guys think I'll get banned for trading this? Like, I'm not gonna lie. He came with a bow and a random. I just wanted to make a video regarding my recent ban on old school RuneScape for over 1 trillion GP. I want to discuss how terrible this anti-cheat team is at their job and the constant corruption within the JMod team as we've seen over the years. But before we get into it, I just want to know, where are you?
The anti-cheat team? Is there any anti-cheat team left, guys? They didn't ban the bots, but they banned BTCs, guys.
You guys hiring these people that work at the anti-cheat team? Like, this is like they're brain dead. They're completely brain dead. But you guys will see what I mean by that. As you guys know now, on October 3rd, I was permanently banned for real-world trade while holding over 1 trillion OSRS GP, the most ever legitimately obtained gold in history, by the way.
Bro, you got Jake Lucky, or Jake Sucky, whatever his name is, tweeting you. Yeah, well, it was a big thing, guys. I know the highlight channels, they uploaded, like, videos talking about it, like, 5 times over these months, guys, ever since he started. So, yeah. So a few Twitter news accounts like this one has been tweeting about it as well. Like he tweeted it back when it was only 500 billion.
Beginning with only 500 mil, the process took me 7 months of death matching and has been streamed since the very beginning. However, this is the second time my account has been banned for real-world trading, as the first one was in March, which was completely overturned. Given Jagex's anti-cheat team.
But yeah, guys, Jagex does, they banned the account before, but yeah, I guess they waited till after his goal was achieved. I don't know. Yeah, the way I said, I mean, he's probably, if he wasn't gonna be banned, he was gonna, keep accumulating wealth and stuff. And I don't know, do what, like, at that point, he was just PKing, really, for most part, and he was going for 1.1 trillion when they banned him, guys. So, I mean, we've seen it, he was expecting it, we've seen it with Identify. Alright, let's keep watching.
Track record.
Don't want to talk too much about this video.
Of corruption. It came to no surprise this was another false and targeted ban. I found out that they banned 3 accounts at the same time, making this a chain ban, which is something Jagex only does for exceptional cases, and I have an exceptional bank. This includes Gray's account, who held the 1 trillion GP. As I used a viewer's account to play death matches on to make GP from, I held most of my money on Gray's. Like, it was a safe account. And yes, account sharing is allowed at your own risk. And the 2 remaining accounts that got banned in this were 2 viewers' accounts that I used to PvP with on stream, and they both got taken out as well. If you're wondering why I don't have my own account, my personal one was banned for rule breaking, which I mentioned on streams many times. I've admitted publicly on stream to real world trading back in the day before I started streaming on May of 2022. This was way back in the day. Everybody knows all RuneScape accounts are in a clean state. Like you don't get banned for your previous history. That's a known thing. You know, like if you already BT'd in the past, it's completely.
All right. So he's making his argument here.
You're not gonna get banned on a new account because of it. So I was contacted shortly after my perm ban by Mod Aiza on Discord, who is Jagex's lead community manager for old school RuneScape, and was told this was thoroughly reviewed by our anti-cheating team to be correct and won't be overturned. That the evidence is irrefutable, and there isn't any opportunity for this to be overturned as a result. Generic default responses. For my first RWT ban.
Yeah, I'm wondering how many like RWTers he clean though. You know, the way these players are getting these hundreds of billions most likely isn't legitimate means. Like they're probably just buying gold and losing it to him, guys.
And it was entirely resolved behind the scenes. I requested any evidence of RWT, and they showed it to me, which I immediately disproved, and the ban was promptly overturned. You can see this in my offense history, but for this ban, they're refusing to show me anything, while simultaneously saying.
But I don't personally think he has sold the gold, bro. I really don't.
The evidence is.
I think he just wanted to like accumulate more gold and see what he can do with it, bro. But I think in the back of his mind he knew Jagex was coming again, going after him, guys, as he will talk about later. But after the 5-minute point, I don't know what what the rest of this video is about. So
irrefutable. While I ended up finding my own evidence, as it is extremely blatant, I attempted.
But yeah, banning Gray as well in the Discord. I'm not sure if they also came after BTCs in the Discord. I'm not. He probably isn't in there. I don't know 100%. Yeah, that probably hurt. That hurt, bro. Like, I'm not sure. Do you guys think it's over the top? Let me know in the comments below if that is you think it is.
To solve this all privately, but I'm forced to go public now because they're just giving me vague replies, and it's very obvious corruption.
But yeah, like let's see, 17 mil an hour at Tomes of Damascus, right, guys? Do it for 100 hours, you get 1.7 bill. That's like 1/100th of what his bank is worth. We go for 1,000 hours, you got 11 bill, or 17 bill. 1,000 hours, guys. That's like 50 days or something. Let's go 10,000 hours. 10,000 or is it 100,000, man? You know what I mean, guys? Like, no, it's just the best moneymaker. Probably the second best would be rushing the DMers. But yeah, guys, 70-30 odds, guys. 70-30 odds. Like, legit. Somebody would probably, just throw their whole paycheck away into like one death match, which I mean it's been like that since the start of RuneScape, guys. But yes, the fact he was able to get better than everybody else at this because he can do it like full time and stuff, and he's able to clean everybody. No, he's not the only DMer that knows how to do this. There's a whole community of them. And then there's also 1.1xers, but just putting that out there, guys.
I'm going to provide all the relevant conversations, screenshots, VODs, and pictures proving this is a false ban. So these conversations with Jagex are just absolutely astonishing. I still can't believe the reasons that they gave me for this ban are real. And yes, these are real conversations. We'll go through the important parts now, and we'll go through the full thing after, as these are, and also some findings from us after that. Also, before we continue on, please stop believing everything you see. Rumors of this ban being revolved around bug abuse and certain posts on the black market FanOFOSRS sites are false, and they've been taken down after being proven fraudulent, taken care of privately because it was an attempt at slander. There's also no bug in the game allowing for a guaranteed pit that does not exist. Mod Ash himself has confirmed this.
It's true, guys. There's a tactic to get 70% odds or more. or it could be 100% is they don't even click you. Or I mean, yeah, but yeah, guys. I mean, you get the part. Void Waker Elder. He didn't really do much besides that, guys. Um, the people that aren't getting banned are doing like DH and stuff. I mean, there's Abyss and stuff that does like whip and stuff, but he also does DH. I don't know, guys. I don't know, but yeah, like it's like, guys. Do you think he should be unbanned? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna remain neutral about it, guys. I don't want to really give my opinion. Maybe I'll give my opinion at the end of the video after I watch his whole response here.
This publicly, please stop being brainwashed by these some of the people who have tried to say that. Okay, it's not a thing. Pit is not guaranteed. There's no way of telling whose pit it is. There is no bug abuse. Do your research. It does not exist. Okay.
Now there used to be that, but Jagex patched every single way. There was like back in the day, you had to, if you change your IP to certain numbers, you can get pitted like every time, bro. It was on a dual arena odds manipulation.
Anyways, so let's start with this. They claim it was someone else on Gray's account and used it to, and I quote, trade hundreds of millions of GP through it, which was then sold shortly after. Please take that in. Hundreds of millions. There was 1 trillion on that account. Not only that, but the other person sold the GP and I got banned for it. Basically saying the person who, whoever was on the other side of that winning the gold, because it was a giveaway, sold the GP. If a giveaway winner decides to sell a GP won from a streamer, why is that the streamer's fault? The price of gold is 16 cents a million right now. It is 16 cents a mil. It would make no sense to sell hundreds of millions.
Jeez, bro. Eventually, it's gonna be 1 cent per mil.
Hundreds of millions, like, bro, what? 100 mil is worth $16 while holding over 1 trill, which is worth $160,000. Yes, you cannot sell 1 trill anyways, but that's not the point. By the way, they didn't just ban Grey Ray's account. They went above and beyond in punishing her harder than anybody else by banning her indefinitely from the...
Jeez, bro. Yeah, man. I probably hurt her real bad, bro. I feel bad for her now.
Jagex content creator Discord, where other creators have also broken rules in the past, including RWT, and have been chain banned, but they have not been kicked, which is very unfair to her. Everyone knows that moving this much GP at this point is impossible, and JMods will be constantly monitoring every single move. JMods can confirm every single GP is still there, untouched. You can I hope they approve that. They mentioned...
Now, if anyone's wondering why the price of gold is so low right now, it's because the dual arenas are deleting so much gold because of inflation. With their like a tax or whatever, but now we only have the GE tax, and that's not deleting gold that quickly.
Significant amounts of RWT, but only get banned after 7 months, when all the GP is still on the now banned account in the bank.
Yeah, guys, I do not condone RWT, guys. As this guy directly has been banned. I mean, like people even are getting banned for like basically trading this guy like for 10 bans and stuff. Like we had EasyScape getting banned, guys, which I thought is still strange, but he really just like makes other videos now. He's been doing it for like 5 years, so I was like, dang, bro, I didn't even know you quit videos. I thought you still made videos, but then not. EasyScape is the guy that makes those videos, guys. It's EV, not EasyScape. EasyScape's a whole different creator. It doesn't even really associate with RuneScape that much. I mean, he probably plays like when he's done doing his other stuff, but he really just disconnected from the scene, guys. I've seen him live once, so.
Value was only continuously going up and not down, being heavily monitored and no bans until recent. Clearly, I wasn't selling any gold on the way to 1 trill, but hitting 1 trill on September 18th, they mentioned these instances are recent, implying that I began selling literal bits of it then, after 1 trill. Make that make sense. You know what I mean? Like, clearly I was not getting banned all the way up there, meaning I didn't sell any gold, but now I'm selling at 1 trill? Come on, man. Now, let's get through the...
This guy's basically a holding, like, guys, dude's just gonna keep, getting money and just not doing much with it, really. Like, his giveaways were not really that much, guys. Like, he could have made his giveaways a bill each time, but he would be giving away, like, a pair of prims or something, guys.
The conversation's beginning to end. Again, shortly after my ban, I was reached out to by Mod Aiza. Reaching out is something that Jagex normally doesn't do beforehand. I've only known it to happen one other time, and it was to Autoblock, another content creator who was falsely banned by a corrupt anti-cheat employee, Mod Trident, someone who was fired earlier this year. Autoblock's permanent ban was reduced to a temporary one. And keep in mind, this is the same corrupt employee who banned me for RWT at the first time. The ban I was able to get overturned. As you can see, it starts out pretty standard. The entire conversation is professional. He states it's for a significant amounts of RWT and mentions that the case has been thoroughly reviewed to be correct and the ban won't be overturned. I try to make my case to him, asking if I can see evidence, something the anti-cheat team has provided in the past for others, and I'm pretty much told this is all that can be shared. The next part of the conversation was immediately interesting to me since usually these bans are for things way in the past, and he said these were pretty recent instances of RWT. This got me thinking, everything I do on OSRS is pretty much on stream, and Twitch stores VODs for 2 months.
Basically, yeah, look at... Unfortunately, it only stores it for 2 months, because if you had, like, a VOD channel, we could see, like, literally the progression from the start.
And in the last 7 months alone, I've given well over 50 billion GP, all taking place on stream, to give away winners, making sure that every winner was legitimate and going to the extent of making winners screen share to show it's them on the receiving end and not a gold buyer. I then inquire specifically about these recent instances and mention how it makes no sense to RWT such an insignificant amount of GP dollar-wise.
Now, I'm sure there's some regular, like, people, like, Dino would be doing giveaways are like a core part of, like, the PKers stream. Like, you know, the PKers kind of stream. Like, that's what PKers do. We do giveaways. PVMers not really that much. But PKers, most of us PKers do giveaways on our stream.
With such an intense bank value, as well as explain how careful I am with trading low-level accounts, and I've refused that many times. People know this. As you can also see, I also included something he told Gray in her conversation, which was happening relatively at the same time as me. We're 2 hours apart in those screenshots. Screenshot is him saying to her that not only was it not her who did it, but it was only a few 100 million GP. Aiza's relaying information straight from the anti-cheat team. So what would make them say that? I'll tell you exactly.
Guys, I don't even know the number after a trillion, but I'm sure he would have went towards the number after a trillion if this didn't happen, guys. But permanently banning his account without warning, without, you know what I mean? Like, Jagex went after him, guys, and Gray. Neither of these streamers have been live since, guys. Which is why we're not really seeing much being talked about it. Like, once they go live and talk about it and talk their feelings, oh, actually, BTCs did go live today. Let's see what he. All right, yo, he got. Oh, I thought he got his account back. It said 345 mile time. I mean, okay, let's go to his clips, guys. Let's see if he talks. What he has to say about getting banned here, guys, because he took like a week break. Let's see, the clips section is so BS nowadays. We'll watch it like on the highlight channel. I mean, tomorrow or something. Like, let's see. Drinking a Red Bull. Let's see his first words, guys. But yeah, this is probably his first.
Too old school project. You're a good kid, bro. Hope you. Wait, bro, listen, Chris. Me and Holo have been saying this, bro. Hopefully, one of the JMods fucking come in and tell us that they maybe they quit and hopefully one of the JMods quit one of these days and tell us they sold a gold man because pee really bad, man.
All right, well, we'll see. It might be on a Behemoth. Guys, I can't find that. His clips page. Twitch clips are so hard to find now.
What after we go through Gray's conversation, as we found a lot of things that are not good for Jagex, the anti-cheat team specifically, because of course we don't believe any of this nonsense reasonings. In the following screenshot, you can see the image just referenced of.
All right, guys, it's back. I had a small break.
What Aiza sent Gray as well as the rest of my message where I talk about how a ban this big should allow me to see some proof. Again, they provided evidence to people in the past. So, you know, for a 1 trill ban, I would like to see some evidence that I've never RWT'd or anything. He then tried clarifying that it was well into the billions and there was just a wording of choice, which it wasn't a wording of choice, and I'll get to that. He retorts about me saying I've never RWT'd, that I have been banned in the past, which again is something I admitted to, and saying I RWT'd was in the context of the banned accounts in question. As you can see in the final message between us is a massive one I sent, reiterating some points earlier that it took a very long time, and I should at least be allowed to defend.
Bro, hold on. This is a long video, bro, with a lot of text. Gray's account held the gold safely. If hers is specific to hers, the ACT claims she real trade as well as from Gray. She did a subathon last week, bought up. She was given a lot of GP, which is also a daily occurrence on the stream, which she band site like
defend myself against the evidence. I also mentioned Gray's subathon she did last week, because of the hundreds of millions comment.
well, he has a new max account he can use, so that's one thing.
Had us all confused where giveaways took place. I then talk about how help would be fantastic and that I've always had zero intention of ever selling.
But yeah, I mean, I said it went over about got banned. Jagex, you like sign an agreement when you first make an account, guys, and basically agree to Jagex having property of your account when you start. I mean, they could call it a technicality and say, oh, because it's just because the giveaways are, he's just giving away so much gold. It's like your RWT, which they don't really ban any other streamers for doing it. Like a streamer gets rich gambling, gives away like $1 billion, they won't ban them. They don't really ban Vank or Abyss, but they really do DH and stuff. So yeah, I don't. That's why I didn't really want to get into gambling, guys. If anyone's like, you know what I mean, like stuff like this keeps arising. We got Identify getting banned. It's all bad, bro. Last time I went gambling, I got cleaned like 600 mil or 700 mil. Like it was all bad.
How the bank value only went up over time. In the final part of this conversation, I'm reiterating the same things and mention RBTing with the bank like this is impossible. And I was purely just going for a never before done goal like this out of passion. So this part is where Aiza spoke exclusively to Gray. This is where Aiza states the most bizarre reasons for the RuneScape bans and the Discord banning of Gray. And blaming and punishing of Gray for what they acknowledge themselves as other people's actions. This time we start off with Gray immediately pleading with Aiza even before waiting for him to be there. I won't go over this entire message.
Sobbing and crying. I've been chain banned before, and I legit broke down crying before as well. I don't think Bikers or Gray have been banned before.
As this is Gray's childhood account, and she's clearly heartbroken, and you can see from her account offense history that her last actions were from 2008 when she was 11 years old, aside from one mute 2 years ago where she called herself retarded and got muted.
Dang, bro. They're banning her max like RS3 main as well, probably. Sadly.
Gray mentioned streaming at Biker's house,
which also happened to me, but that's because I bought it back in the day when OSR's first released, like a silly dude.
Banned from the creator Discord, despite other creators who have been repeatedly banned and are still fine in there. Aiza responds with the default company response, saying that it has been thoroughly reviewed to be correct and won't be overturned, saying it was for significant amounts of RWT and isn't just related to just streaming at Biker's house, aka myself. He never elaborates on this, and this quote is extremely vague. He then ends it by saying that because of this, she is indefinitely banned from the content creator Discord. Gray reiterates about other banned creators still in the server. She also mentions that her account was her livelihood, and that she's turned down life-changing amounts of sponsors from RuneScape gambling sites, which is true. Simply to be on good terms with Jagex, by the way. Then we come to the evidence is irrefutable line from Jagex's mod Aiza, with no opportunity for unban. Great quotes I use is saying the evidence is very clear and asks for proof if it's so clear. I mean, we got proof last time that it was supposed to be a RWT ban, but now we're not. If it's irrefutable, there's no reason not to show us, unless it's actually irrefutable and they won't let us defend ourselves against the evidence like last time because they want us banned no matter what the truth is. Gray continues talking about how it's her childhood account that she would never really.
But yeah, guys, if you don't know, Bikers put like most of his gold on Gray's account, just so in case he got banned, it would be on Gray's account. But they just banned both of them.
This rule breaking to get it banned.
And I don't think he like stashed any other. I mean, he might stash like 10 bill or something. I don't know, guys. On like a different account, he could have like he just straight up put it all on Gray's account for the most part, guys. But yeah, guys, I'm not sure if he like. Some are saying he purposely lost DMs. I don't know what he did. Only Jagex don't know what he did. I'm sure they might make a statement on it, guys. They might not. I don't think it's a big of. I mean, it's not big of a streamer as Odablock, guys. However, I do want to say that BTCs is one of the biggest streamers. Maybe top like 20, but not as big as Odablock. Or I mean, Odablock's the biggest.
How RuneScape is actually her full-time.
But this has 20k views, so it's not like it's not something that's just gonna get swept under the rug. Or it might, I don't know.
Job, and that GP does not have any value to her. It was my gold. She didn't even use it. Aiza says he'll ask if he's allowed to share information, reiterating that it still won't be overturned, which is just bizarre. This could have all been avoided if they just showed any sort of legitimate proof. Gray goes on to say that she's in the dark and doesn't understand what the problem is specifically, that she doesn't know what she's done wrong, that none of the gold has been sold or bought at any point, and even despite that, since it's technically not her GP, it's mine, people still give her GP to give away, which happened during her subathon.
Guys, I had somebody get banned for giving me gold as well, man. For real world trade, bro. And I think that offense is still on their account. That's so sad, man. I should have contacted Jagex to try to get it removed. But that was when I was a small streamer. Not saying I'm a big streamer now. I'm still a small streamer, but you get the point, right?
There's not much going on in these next few messages, just more of what has already been said. But then Aiza returns with a vague reason for the ban. No proof, once again, just to state a reason. He goes out of his way to explain that it was someone else on her account, but despite that, she's responsible for her account and what happens on it, even if someone else got access to her account. So he does all this and says the reason for the ban is for trading hundreds of millions of GP through it, which was then sold shortly afterwards. Implying that it wasn't even her who sold it. The person who it was traded to sold it a few $100 at 15 cents a mil when there's 1 trillion on account. Gray was stunned and took a while for a proper response because that makes no sense. She asked why that would cause her to be banned from the content creator Discord as well if they acknowledged it was somebody else, despite the fact that creators who got punished for explicitly breaking rules themselves got to stay. Gray says it makes absolutely no sense for such an insignificant amount of GP to be sold and then banned over when there's so much.
So yeah, he's been making this video for the past 7 days. And Gregory doesn't really use YouTube, so he was on Twitter though. I'm not sure if she went live. Let's see if she went live. Gregory. She has her VODs disabled, but man, I think she's doing a subathon before she got banned. Maybe not. But that sucks, man.
So much GP on the account, risking 1 trill for chump change, you know? Gray asks to be directed to someone from their anti-cheat team to actually fight this, but once again ignored. Aiza tries to backpedal by saying hundreds of millions is definitely more a choice of wording than an accurate statement of of how much was transferred to be sold. But we found out that's not actually the case. The conversation is almost done, so we'll get to that very soon. All right, so like I said earlier, it was I was being refused any evidence. However, it becomes extremely obvious what RWT accusations I was banned for, because the day following my ban, I began receiving messages from friends that were given RWT warnings for buying gold. The first one being my friend Ponography. He's an IRL friend who lives quite literally 45 minutes away from me that I've known since 2019, and I've been with IRL over 30 times. because he only plays RuneScape, we could both only assume this was a trade we did right the night before DMM, and over the course of the first week into it, as this was the only big trade he's made recently, and this was all during DMM. So I helped 4 of my friends with swapping GP because I had 800 bill at the time, and these particular friends are very passionate about deadman mode, and they take it very seriously. So having 800 bill, I'm gonna help my friends out. Like, you know, why not? And these 4 were Ditterbitter, who I gave 5 bill to, or Eliab14, who I gave 1 bill to, and Mazar, who I gave 5 bill to, and then also Pone, who goes by the RSN Krillin, who I gave roughly, I think, 4 or 5 bill to. Ditterbitter, Mazar, and Eliab14 are all content creators. They all make YouTube.
Damn, bro, they only gave Eli 1 bill? Oh, bro. Bro, he only gave Eli 1 bill, man. What if these guys didn't trade swappers and they traded real world traders? We just, I mean, it's pretty sad to see this, his whole thing. It's just, you know, his whole show has just been stopped, guys. Like, I don't know what he's gonna do as a streamer. I mean, from 6 months of a gambling to losing all that gold, all that progress. And I guess he's gonna go back to PKing and high risk. I mean, it's over with, guys. Like, I'm looking at Twitch right now, nobody is gambling.
Videos, they all stream on Twitch, and Pone, RSN Krillin, once again, is a very serious DMM player who you can see from the high scores goes for a max cape every single DMM. He hadn't really played RuneScape since DMM, so it's only safe to assume this RWT warning was related to me, because the warning came the day after my ban. However, this is not RWT. Pone is a mutual real-life friend of myself and many content creators who we've all known for 4 to 5 years. This is a false RWT buy warning he was issued for trading me, from what I later found out. So on October 1st, and yes, the VOD is still up. You guys can go check that out, which I highly recommend all of you do. During the last hour of my stream, I was deathmatching, and I began trolling the ranks in the clan chat that I use, telling them that the chat was asking for giveaways and basically just asking them for money to give away to the chat. It was just, we're just messing around. Between trading about 4 or 5 ranks, I was given nearly 1 bill to give away to the chat. There was a Void Waker, Prim Boots, a Torture, and roughly 800 mil gold.
Dang, bro, that should be a rank. Never mind. They got hundreds of mils just to throw away like that.
Traded to me to give the viewers who won the giveaway. Now, the weird coincidence was that each and every single person who won over 100 mil GP, which was a total of 5 winners, only 4 of which I was able to get in contact with, all received either a temporary ban or a RWT warning for buying gold. They either got a 3-day ban for buying gold or a warning for it, which makes absolutely 0 sense. And also is the same thing as Gray, who was given GP to give away to viewers during her recent subathon.
She was always doing that, by the way.
Listed all the winners below and the timestamps in the VOD if you guys want to go check that out. RSN Huck won 100 mil, timestamp 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 3 seconds. RSN Momo won 125 mil, timestamp 2 hours, 35 minutes, 45 seconds. RSN Tienda won 100 mil, timestamp 2 hours, 19 minutes, 38 seconds. RSN Super Baked Z won 500 mil, timestamp 2 hours, 55 minutes, 55 seconds. And right before he won, a level 71 who looked very sus. And like I said before, I am very careful with all giveaway winners. I refused to give the level 70 the 500 mil because his account looked very sus, and I didn't want to risk him selling the gold. And like I said, with this anti-cheat team, I don't even know what's going on with them. Who works there? Didn't want to risk it. So the next winner was Super Big Z, who again, all 4 of these winners all got RWT warnings for buying.
The poor noob, bro. You didn't get none of it, man. And he looked like a legit player, man. That sucks.
Now, this is very important. These players did absolutely nothing wrong. I asked Aiza to forward this evidence to the anti-cheat team, which he came back hours later, ignoring all of this and continuing yet another vague reply. Another basically automated reply. If the information I sent to him of all these players winning giveaways legitimately fair and square was actually forwarded, they can recognize in the VOD, these players are innocent. and they did not buy gold. Therefore, they should be getting their buy warnings and temporary bans for RWT removed. However, there you go. That's just like an example of the anti-cheats team, their lack of understanding and ego of not wanting to acknowledge that they're clearly wrong. There is complete proof. These these winners are not buying 100 mil off me. Also, this gold didn't even come from me. These gold, you can see in the VOD, this gold was traded from other ranks in the clan chat, given to people in the stream. None of it even stemmed from me. Anyways, it now made sense to me when I used a first mention selling.
Guys, the fact of the matter just remains, guys. I don't think they like. I don't think they like that he's just getting these insane odds, guys. I really just. I don't think they like it. I don't think they like that. Just one RuneScape player can be that rich. I mean, Sparkman did it, but he got like just insanely lucky at the Duel Arena, guys. And then he just quit. He quit. He quit going for gold after that. But BTCs, he just kept going for it, guys. 10 trillion, 100 trillion. I totally forgot there could be the number 10 trillion, guys. I was like, yo, what's after 1 trillion? It's 10 trillion or 2 trillion. Silly me.
Like hundreds of millions, because these players all accepted a giveaway winning from me. Keep in mind, they all came from somebody else initially, not even from my own bank, and accused of buying gold. Absolutely insane. It also made sense from the accusations made on Gregory's account as well. Gregory receives a lot of items for giveaway purposes. Clearly, the cheat team is very flawed and very bad at their job and takes us as RWT. These are blatant conclusions that are made as every single player who received warnings correlated back to me. The anti-cheat team has given clear evidence of RWT bans in the past, informing a time span and amount sold / bought of the account in question. I've been requesting evidence as this is the biggest ban in FanOFOSRS history of legitimate gold obtained, and I've only been receiving vague reasons followed by it won't be overturned. I hope to see any more evidence if this goes just beyond this, as I will happily prove anything.
They did it they did it with what's his name? Skip the gym.
Wrong. I will happily do it. I have anything can be proven. As I mentioned before, Aiza states these instances.
Or did they not ban Skip the gym? I don't remember.
Recent, I obtained 1 trillion on September 18th. But I clearly did not RWT and had no intention of doing so from pretty much 7 months ago. And to get to 1 trill, why would I begin now? All high value.
All those third age pickaxes, guys. Only Jagex has the information on how much, like, how long it'd take players to farm all of this stuff. Right here, guys. 1 trillion, like, oh my goodness. That's so much money, man. Legit, most of it's just the plats. Imagine he invested all that money into, like, items, bro. Like, third age pickaxes, guys. Like, that right there is, like, it's changing the price. It really is. Like, third age just keeps going up now. Because, I don't know.
Wealth accounts are heavily monitored. Everybody knows you can't sell that much gold regardless. I could have sold at any point on the way up. My goal was to do something never done before and set a record. My VODs and YouTube videos.
Well, he did it, and he wanted to he wanted to make the record even higher, but I don't know, Jagex just didn't like it.
Are up, and you can still follow as they only gain value in bank size per stream, or if they lose. There's very few instances where I won or lost gold off stream. Very few. It's a shame this false ban is put in place, and with the anti-cheats team of corruption, this looks very suspicious. There was no RWT ever, and the anti-cheat team can still confirm there is still well over 1 trillion gold on the account. 100%. So a lot of us already know that the anti-cheat team on RuneScape is a complete joke. However, I know some of you who might still have faith in the anti-cheat team might be thinking, surely they undid the bans on the giveaway winners after being forwarded concrete proof by Aiza. No, that is not the case. They logged back in with the GP removed off of the account, which is completely unfair. They won the giveaways fair and square. However, the anti-cheat team is so dumb, they think I sold the gold, hundreds of mils, to these giveaway winners. Hopefully these guys revert what needs to be reverted and own up to their mistakes. And that's all I can say on the topic.
Well, that's a month. That's all I can say as well. Jags are making a step in the right direction. Yep. And treating YouTubers with any other player. Good stuff. Listen. First comment agrees with the ban.
Yo, what's up, guys? I am here today with
Basically, his whole series is over with, guys. Like, he was uploading like videos daily of just like the gold. His journey really to like 5 months ago he started it 0 to 100 bill, and they just took it to a trillion. What? Well, there's no videos showing the trillion. We should upload one. 88K views, showing 777 million. Trillion, rather. Billion, rather. Alright, guys, let's read a few more comments. That's the first being the first person to be banned with 1 trillion. They might happen again. I'm not sure if Jagas will allow it to happen again, rather. It took, and they're like, yep, it's over with. It's over with. Bikers themselves said that he was ready for it. Yeah, it sucks because like you spent so much time working on like their game, it seems, and they could just ban you whenever they want. I mean, most don't get banned. Most don't get banned, but in this case, they just didn't like it. Let me know your comments below, guys. I'll see you guys next one. Okay.